you tired of losing to the Englund Gambit every single game and don't know how to counter it? Well then, you have come right across the perfect video for that. And the way to play the Englund Gambit is after he goes for this cheap trap, you play bishop f4 still. You still block with the bishop. You might be wondering, what's this guy talking about? I'm gonna lose. Well, you won't, because after he grabs this pawn, you don't play bishop c3. Instead, you play knight c3, an excellent move. You sacrifice a pawn. Actually, not really a sacrifice, because remember, black did sacrifice a pawn. So you give back the pawn, but in terms of but for return, you get excellent development. I mean, look at these knights, this bishop. This queen is horribly offside. Rook b1 is gonna come. And black already has to be super careful. If black makes a normal developing move, like bishop c5, he's already dead lost. Rook b1 will come. He will have to go to a3, and then you'll play knight b5, forking the queen and the forking square on c7. And remember, a5 is not possible because of the bishop. That's one benefit of placing the bishop there. So already black has to be careful not to lose immediately. Although I would say this position is already lost, objectively speaking. So black's most aggressive or most sensible option is to go knight b4, trying to go for the knight c2 fork, but you don't allow this to happen, and you play knight d4. Excellent move, only move. Again, c5 is a horrible move because rook b1 followed by rook b3, and you'll just be kicking the queen around. So black's best option is to play c6 in order to stop one of the knights from jumping to these squares and attacking the c7 weakness. So once he plays c6, you play rook b1, as I said, you play rook b3, he's forced to go here to protect the knight, and here you play the logical move, pawn a3. You want to move this knight. If you notice, there's a huge diagonal here. You want to get rid of the knight so that you can move the knight with tempo. And once he does that, you move the knight here. It looks like a knight sacrifice, but it's not. The queen is under attack from the bishop. And here there is really not much for white to do. Already you can win the game if he goes to a6. You play e4, you dislodge the knight. I mean, look at this position. All of your pieces are out and active, and this queen is not even in the game. Black has no pieces. This is already +5 according to the engine, and you win very shortly. So black's only sensible move is to go queen a4, but after that you have to remember this move, pawn e3. Not pawn e4, pawn e3. Once he goes a6, or if he goes a6 trying to kick your knight out, you go knight d6, you will be forced to take, and here you just have the crushing c4 move. c4, c5, rook b4. I mean, look at this position. Look at all of these pieces. Look at the center. I mean, it's already move 14. Like, you can't ask for a better position.